you thought the storm was finally over after that secret wedding? Think again, because the internet just exploded. A brand new surveillance video has surfaced, and it's straight out of a late-night BET soap opera. This isn't some shaky clip full of shadows and rumors either. It's clear, it's real, and it shows Doug Christie and Malaysia Pargo caught in a kiss so deliberate, so intimate, that the entire reality TV universe is screaming, "Jackie knew." And where was Jackie Christie when this bombshell landed? On the floor, literally. Witnesses claim paramedics were called. Within minutes, Jackie's team wiped her social media clean while VH1 scrambled behind the scenes like their entire license was on the line. The Queen of Loyalty had just been blindsided in public while her husband was writing his own love story in parking lots. But the real questions linger. Who leaked this footage? Why release it now? And most painfully, how long had Jackie truly suspected something was wrong? Grab your popcorn and your screenshot tools, because this isn't just another scandal. This is betrayal on a budget, and it's only getting darker. This footage didn't simply appear by accident. Sources close to production claim it was intentionally leaked. 4 major gossip outlets reportedly received an anonymous Google Drive folder packed with surveillance clips and timestamps. The video spread faster than wildfire. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Reddit, every group chat you forgot to mute lit up within seconds. The clip was short, just 14 seconds, but that was enough. Doug Christie, dressed in a sharp suit, steps out of a black SUV with a grin that says he knows he's guilty. A few feet away stands Malaysia Pargo, phone to her ear, dressed in a beige hoodie and black leggings, pretending not to notice. But then, Doug wraps his arms around her like she's his only one. A kiss follows. Not a quick, oops, someone might be watching moment. This was slow, deliberate, almost cinematic. It lasted 6 whole seconds, long enough for fans to zoom in, adjust lighting, and even verify the timestamps. The date? Weeks before Doug and Jackie's secret wedding became public. And the location? A hotel parking lot off Sunset Boulevard. While Jackie was at home filming a promo scene for VH1's Mental Health Awareness Week, her husband was wrapped up with her castmate, her own sister figure. The internet lost its collective mind. Hashtags like #MalaysiaTheSnake, #PrayForJackie, and #DojiGan shot straight to the trending lists. Memes flooded timelines, mocking past episodes where Jackie gushed about Doug being her forever love or called Malaysia a real one. Now, those clips hit like daggers. Jackie discovered the betrayal the same way everyone else did. She wasn't warned by her team, no cousin slid her a private DN, no producer gave her a quiet heads up. She was in the middle of a photo shoot for her store opening when someone handed her a phone with the Shade Room blaring on the screen. The headline? Doug Christie and Malaysia Pargo, secret kiss before the wedding? Witnesses say Jackie froze. She dropped the phone, stared into space, then collapsed, hard. This wasn't a metaphorical fall. Assistants screamed. Water was thrown in her face. 911 was dialed. Paramedics arrived to find her unresponsive. Her pulse was steady, but her spirit was gone. It wasn't just heartbreak, it was complete shock. Producers yelled for cameras to stop rolling, but one sneaky hand kept filming. Now, whispers suggest VH1 holds unreleased footage of Jackie's collapse. An insider described it as the most terrifying thing I've ever seen. Jackie's skin turned pale as paper. She blinked but couldn't speak. Tears streamed down her face while her body shut down. The ambulance rushed her to Cedars-Sinai Hospital, where she was treated for emotional distress and dehydration. In simple terms, this woman gave her life to a man who was already building another future with her castmate. Doug's page wasn't spared either. His last upload, a throwback with Jackie in 2021, was now drowning in vomit emojis, snake gifs, and comments like, I hope your sneakers melt in hell." Die-hard fans didn't stop there. They went digging. Old Basketball Wives episodes were replayed frame by frame, and suddenly the signs looked obvious. At the Miami Gala in season 10, Doug and Malaysia accidentally sat together and shared a laugh that went on far too long during Jackie's speech. At the reunion, Jackie reached out for a hug, but Malaysia turned away coldly. That wasn't editing, that was energy. Fans also resurfaced a 2020 confession video where Malaysia laughed and said, "If I wanted a husband, I'd pick someone like Doug." Back then, it was a throwaway joke. Today, it feels like a confession. The pain wasn't just public, it was personal. Jackie's daughter, Chantel, spiraled after the leak. Sources say she had to be pulled off Instagram after threatening to air out every Christie secret. A cousin described the situation. "This isn't just cheating, it's betrayal on a biblical level. Jackie fought half the cast to defend Doug. She would have given her life for him. And now, he's out here building a wife with Malaysia behind her back." Meanwhile, VH1 producers panicked. They quietly pulled trailers for upcoming episodes, trailers that featured Malaysia in the background or Doug talking off camera. Editors were instructed to cut Malaysia out of certain scenes to obscure the timeline of her affair. One crew member admitted, "We were told to make things less obvious than they really were. Now we know why." The audience wasn't buying excuses anymore. They wanted answers, not just from Doug and Malaysia, but from VH1 too. Did the network know? Did they hide it for ratings? Was this betrayal manufactured as a plot twist? Some fans believed it. Theories spread that producers staged the wedding leak, only to unleash the kiss footage later to keep audiences hooked for another season. Others speculated Malaysia herself leaked the video, planting evidence before Jackie's lawyers could bury her. And yes, lawyers were already moving. Jackie's crisis PR attorney, the same one who once represented a Kardashian, was spotted entering Cedars-Sinai hours after Jackie's collapse. Word spread fast. Jackie was preparing 2 lawsuits, one for divorce, another for intentional emotional harm. Just when fans thought the scandal had peaked, another clip dropped, this time from a different angle, a closer view, clearer audio, and Doug's whisper, caught on tape, "She doesn't even kiss me like this anymore." The internet imploded. TikTokers broke it down frame by frame. Instagram Reels compared it to Doug and Jackie's wedding kiss. Spoiler, it didn't compare. Within an hour, "He really said that" was trending. Even former castmates joined the chorus. Dry Up posted a single black screen with "Yikes." Tammy Roman went live and declared, "This is what happens when the man you built decides to turn you into scrap metal." But while fans, bloggers, and celebrities debated online, Jackie's family crumbled offline. Chantel resurfaced on a shaky livestream, her face swollen from crying. "You think y'all mad?" she whispered. "I watched my mom fall to the ground. The strongest woman I know, gone, holding her phone like it killed her? And you want to laugh? Nah, y'all don't get it." She revealed the last text her mother had sent during the chaos. "Tell them I forgive him, but I can't survive this one." With that, the conversation shifted. It wasn't just gossip anymore. It was a public health crisis. Protect Jackie began trending as celebrities from Niecy Nash to Taraji P. Henson reposted the clip, demanding compassion for women humiliated in public for entertainment. And where was Doug? Spotted at a Beverly Hills barbershop, laughing with his barber, getting his fade cleaned up. Where was Malaysia? Shopping in Calabasas with her child, rocking snakeskin boots that fans immediately branded Jackie's revenge. VH1 held emergency meetings. Should they air Malaysia's smiling face in background scenes from Jackie's charity gala? Should Doug appear in cutaway clips after his wife's collapse? Whispers spread. There was more footage. More than just the parking lot kiss. Hotel hallways, elevator whispers, secret rendezvous behind closed doors. And Jackie hadn't seen any of it until now. The whispers of betrayal were still echoing when the second clip surfaced. Unlike the grainy parking lot video, this one was clear, close, and devastating. It showed Doug and Malaysia entering a penthouse suite, carrying overnight bags and champagne. The timestamp revealed it was 2 days before Jackie's birthday, a weekend Doug had told his wife he was in Seattle visiting a sick cousin. Internet detectives went into overdrive. They matched the curtains in the hotel room to Malaysia's Instagram story, compared champagne bottles, and even spotted Doug's jacket sleeve in a selfie Malaysia posted. Each detail stacked up against him, and each discovery deepened Jackie's heartbreak. Behind the scenes, producers were panicking. Mona Scott herself reportedly flew to Los Angeles to manage the fallout. Some crew members whispered that VH1 could face legal problems for hiding evidence of emotional abuse under the label of reality TV. Others remembered a clause in Malaysia's contract forbidding relationships with the spouses of cast members. If proven true, it wasn't just a betrayal, it was a legal violation. Fans began petitions demanding Malaysia's removal from the franchise. Within days, more than 70,000 signatures poured in. The tide had shifted. Malaysia wasn't seen as a glamorous reality star anymore. She was viewed as a homewrecker. But the chaos didn't stop there. Doug's secret phone was hacked, and private texts leaked online. One message read, "She's weak right now. It's time for us to act." Another included a chilling voice note from Doug himself. "Jackie only reacts when it's too late. We'll be fine by then." That single recording changed everything. Doug wasn't just careless, he was calculated. Fans, already outraged, now labeled him the biggest manipulator in franchise history, surpassing even the infamous names from Love and Hip Hop and Basketball Wives past. Jackie's daughter Chantel couldn't stay silent anymore. Shaking and crying on live stream, she told fans, "This isn't a storyline. My mom is being destroyed in front of the world." She even hinted at secret financial ties between Doug and Malaysia, claiming bank statements showed they had purchased property together in Nevada under a shell company. Then came Jackie's unexpected return. After weeks of silence, she posted a single black screen with white text, "If I don't speak now, I never will." The internet erupted. Within hours, VH1 announced a one-night live special, Jackie vs. Betrayal. The studio lights were dim. There was no flashy intro, no theme music, just Jackie Christie sitting alone, her lips pressed together and her eyes sharp but exhausted. "This wasn't just a marriage," she began. "It was who I was." Her voice was low, steady, and rough. Each word carried years of devotion, pain, and betrayal. She explained how Doug's behavior had started changing a year earlier. Missed calls, unexplained trips, a distance in his eyes. She admitted she'd stopped keeping watch, not because she'd trusted him more, but because she was tired of holding on to someone slipping away. Then she opened a briefcase. Inside were contracts, receipts, flight confirmations, hotel bills, emails, and audio recordings. She spread them out like playing cards. But this wasn't a game. This was her war. A voicemail played over the studio speakers. "Just hang in there. She's weak now, but she'll recover. We'll be out of the woods soon." The voice was Doug's. The audience gasped. Social media exploded in real time. Clips went viral within seconds, and hashtags like #JackieStrong and #DougExposed filled timelines worldwide. But Jackie surprised everyone. She didn't scream or demand vengeance. She spoke softly, "I forgive him for being weak. I forgive her for pretending. But I'll never forget the cost. That woman in this photo, She held up an old picture of herself and Doug, died this year, and I was the only one who went to her funeral. It was the kind of line that cracked through the noise and landed deep in people's hearts. Fans cried. Even former castmates who had clashed with Jackie admitted her strength was unmatched. And then she dropped a final bombshell. Malaysia had been pregnant. The studio went silent. Jackie explained that Malaysia had lost the baby early, but Doug had already promised her a new life together. They had even picked out a name, Trip Christie Pargo. The crowd gasped. Online, disbelief turned into fury. Fans accused Doug of trying to erase Jackie's legacy by blending their family name with Malaysia's. But the revelations weren't finished. Legal documents revealed Malaysia had filed to trademark Christie as part of her own lifestyle brand during the same week Jackie was hospitalized. Lawyers now claimed it could be fraud or identity theft. Corporate fallout followed quickly. Doug lost sponsorship deals within hours. One sneaker company released a statement, "We stand with women who rebuild after betrayal." Malaysia vanished from public view. Her Instagram was wiped clean, her phone went to voicemail, and paparazzi only caught her once, boarding a private jet in dark glasses and a hoodie. Doug tried to defend himself in a car-filmed video, claiming Jackie hadn't always been truthful, but the internet wasn't buying it. He deleted the post within minutes, but screenshots spread faster than wildfire. Jackie wasn't done. She filed a civil lawsuit for $25 million, accusing Doug and Malaysia of emotional abuse, brand sabotage, and financial manipulation. Jackie wasn't just surviving, she was rebuilding. She signed a deal for a limited docuseries titled Unwritten, The Jackie Christie Files. The trailer promised unseen footage, tearful crew interviews, and recordings of producers allegedly coaching Malaysia to play innocent. Fans rallied behind Jackie. Her stores stayed packed. She signed a new endorsement deal with a mental health app. Even celebrities praised her resilience, turning her into a symbol of strength for women who had been humiliated publicly. VH1 scrambled to salvage the season. They announced a reunion episode, but Malaysia refused to appear. Doug declined as well. Jackie walked onto the stage alone, dressed in all white, under a single spotlight. "This isn't a scandal," she said calmly. "It's a beginning." The audience gave her a standing ovation. Crew members cried. Jackie dropped her microphone and walked off stage, not as a victim, but as a survivor who had reclaimed her power. Hours later, she posted one last message on Instagram: "You don't wait for closure, you take it." The post received 3.7 million likes in a single day. Doug's silence spoke volumes. Endorsements dried up, his public appearances stopped, and even his sister unfollowed him online. Malaysia's reputation collapsed. Her publicist resigned, posting on LinkedIn about leaving the toxic entertainment industry. She vanished into obscurity, her last known sighting being that flight out of Los Angeles. Jackie, however, flourished. She turned her pain into power, her heartbreak into business. She wasn't just the betrayed wife anymore. She was the queen who built her own empire out of ashes. The final leaked video, a 3-minute montage of Doug and Malaysia sneaking around hotels and backstage at VH1 events, proved the affair had been going on for years. In the closing clip, Doug was heard saying, "This is the real love story, not the one on TV." But fans disagreed. The real story wasn't Doug and Malaysia's secret romance. The real story was Jackie's survival. She didn't just endure betrayal, she transformed it into one of the biggest reality TV scandals of all time, and came out stronger, richer, and more respected than ever before. Jackie Christie didn't just get through the storm, she owned it. Jackie Christie turned betrayal into power, proving no scandal could erase her crown. Doug and Malaysia may have vanished, but Jackie's strength remains the real headline. This isn't just reality TV, it's survival, reinvention, and legacy. Stay tuned because Jackie's story is far from finished.